What's up there guys, welcome back to the channel. I think it's about time I talked about this because this is just probably the most common and the most severe anxiety symptom anybody can have. Dizziness, headaches, fogginess, pressure in the head or like plugged ears. I've suffered with all of these things severely. This was probably my worst symptom and the one that stopped me from going out, the one that stopped me from doing anything. Because I felt like I couldn't walk anywhere because I was so dizzy and I felt like I was going to pass out all the time. I was lightheaded. I even had like pain behind the eyeballs and pressure in the ears and Jesus Christ, got attacked by a bloody wasp. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I had all these horrible head sensations and head symptoms, and through talking to people in my sessions and appointments I've realised that this is extremely common. And this is the one that seems to scare people the most. I'm just looking on my phone here. This is the forum that people have been posting about these symptoms. Basically people are having all these symptoms and they're asking what's wrong with them. I always think I'm having a heart attack, stroke, blood clot in my head, cancer, because doctors don't know why I'm getting all these symptoms. And they keep getting worse and they don't go away and blah 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 blah. I've had this for 3 years. I've had x-rays, I've had MRIs, I've had physio, I've had acupuncture, massage therapies. Right, these people are suffering from anxiety disorder and they don't even realise it yet. Now that is sad, that someone's been going through this for 3 years and they still don't realise that it's anxiety causing this problem. Obviously if they've had MRIs and everything's been checked and the doctor says that okay, this problem is almost definitely anxiety disorder. The symptoms are exactly the same. And basically I have a long list of people here, one after the next, replying on this topic saying yes, they're going through the same things, they don't know why, what's wrong, it's been going on for years, my head feels full of pressure, sometimes in the day I feel like someone's putting both their hands over my ears and I'm in a fog and feel hazy and dizzy. Yeah, and they've had ENT scans, MRI, heading tests ruled out, blah 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 blah. They've had all the tests. All these people have had all the tests and they're still having the symptoms. So yeah, basically let's talk about this because this is something I've been discussing in depth with some of my, I wouldn't call them patients, but the people I've been trying to help over Skype and over WhatsApp. Basically, when you are in a constant state of fear, a constant state of anxiety, your body is tense. You get tension in the shoulders and the neck, and when the neck tenses up, it causes pressure in the head, it causes muscle tension in the head, it causes external head sensations. And a lot of these can be mistaken for inner sensations, when actually a lot of it is on the outside of the head. When your muscles tense up here, it might feel like you've got a searing headache in the temples, but it's actually muscle tension in the temples. And the muscles in the back of the neck, when they tense up, they will cause like what feels like a band of pressure around your head. Bloody flies and everything here. Yeah, so it is completely normal. And the dizziness and all the associated things that come with that, the lightheadedness, the feeling like you're going to pass out, the worry, the feeling like you're going to have a brain tumour or a brain aneurysm or any of these things to do with the head. I had all that. I had all them thoughts, those feelings. It went on for months and months and months and months and months and I couldn't get rid of it. This symptom was persistent with me. It was like 24/7. As soon as I woke up I was dizzy until I went to sleep, and it went on and on until I finally started doing something about it. I started running. I started to realise that this was just anxiety symptoms, it wasn't a problem in my head. I had MRI scans, I had all the tests done, there was nothing wrong with my head, nothing wrong with my brain, nothing wrong with me. I just didn't want to accept that this was anxiety. It felt too bad to be just anxiety. I thought there must be something wrong. Honestly, I'm getting bit to death by mosquitoes today, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so if you are suffering with these symptoms, and no doubt you are because this is a very, very, very common anxiety symptom, the first thing you need to do is realise that the cause of all these things that are going on with your head is anxiety. By all means, if you haven't had your head checked out, if you haven't had an MRI, If you haven't had any tests done, go and get the tests done if you really need to. For peace of mind, if anything, or just to rule out any serious cause. If you have had the tests done and everything comes back okay, and you're still wondering why you've got all these sensations and these things going on, these headaches, these pressure feelings, these dizziness sensations, the feeling that you're going to pass out and that you're going to lose control and you're going to black out in the middle of the street or whatever. These sensations do affect you at home as well. I had them at home for months, days on end. It kind of just, it was less severe in the house, and if I tried to do something more challenging, it would get worse. So the level of anxiety is like, dictates the level of how bad the sensations were. Yeah, but don't escalate the problem by worrying about it and thinking that it's something serious, because it's not. Once a doctor's told you you're okay, once you've had all the tests and they haven't found anything and they tell you that you're okay, accept it as you're okay. Don't keep worrying about, is there something wrong? That is the first step to overcoming this. You must get out on a daily basis. I don't care how bad it feels, I don't care if you feel like you're going to pass out, you're not going to pass out. Nobody ever passes out because of anxiety. It's just a feeling. You're not actually going to pass out. Many times I felt like I was going to pass out and never actually did. It doesn't happen. The more you stress out about it and think you're going to pass out, the more worried and stressed you get and the worse the feeling gets, but you still don't pass out. Sure, it might feel better if you lie down, but that's not going to help you in the long run. The next thing you need to do is, no matter how bad the feelings are, no matter how much it persists, just keep on going. Keep on jogging, keep on running, keep on exercising, keep on getting out the house every single day, and don't worry about what's going on. Nobody's ever been harmed by a sensation. You're not having a brain, you don't have a brain tumour. You're not having a brain aneurysm. You're not having a blood clot in the head. It's nothing serious. Nothing's going to happen to your head. Stop worrying about it. You must stop worrying about it and focusing on it. When you're out and you feel dizzy, don't focus on the dizziness, because I know it's very difficult to just think about other things and do other things when you've got all this stuff going on, but you must try and focus on other things. If you go outside and you're in the supermarket, for example, and you start feeling dizzy, just walk along the aisle and read all the packets. Read all the packets of biscuits. Look at the colours. Count the eggs on the shelf. Anything to distract your mind from the actual dizziness. It sounds stupid, but it works. Look around at the people around, focus on them, see what they're wearing. Judge people. It's a good way. Just judge people in your head, look at them. Aren't they a big fat mess over there? I know that sounds really horrible, but it's just anything to take your mind off the dizziness and the sensations that's going on. Look at nice girls knocking about. Whoa, isn't she nice? Isn't she a pretty young lady? Whatever you want to think, right? Anything that is going to take your mind off that dizziness, off that feeling like you're going to pass out. It's all in your head, it doesn't matter what you're thinking. Imagine people naked if you want to. Just do anything you can think of that's going to take your mind off that dizziness. Yeah, so just a few little tips and little bits of advice on this. I think that running is one of the best things you can do for this, definitely. Get out there and start running, even if it's up and down your driveway or your garden. That's what I did at first. I was just running up and down my driveway, felt awful for the first few days. After a couple of weeks I started feeling better, started feeling good. And walking seemed so much easier because, of course, I got used to running. So if I can run without dizziness and without feeling like I'm going to pass out, walking seems like a walk in the park now. Excuse the pun or whatever that was. But yeah, this is one that stresses a lot of people out, and they spend so much time like agonising over it. I think my food delivery's arrived. I just got something called a Gojek. This is basically, get that fly on me lens, right? That's basically a thing you can do through your phone. As an app on your phone where you just like choose any restaurant you want, and order the food, and a motorcycle will go and collect it and bring it to your house for like 9,000 rupiah, which is about 30 pence. So I got a Carl's Jr. delivered. This is like a popular burger place in USA. That's a salad in that one. But these burgers are just, you know, so much superior to McDonald's and Burger King and all that. They're amazing. You get like real fries. I know I was making videos the other day about not eating junk food, and I'm eating junk food today. That's just because I'm actually waiting to get my scooter delivered and I can't leave the house. So I just ordered junk food today. These are the fries, like proper nice fries. So yeah, the whole dizziness thing, it's one of the worst things you can go through with anxiety. But like all the other symptoms, it's harmless. It feels awful, but it's harmless. And just, you know, you have to keep reminding yourself of that. It's never going to hurt you. It's never going to make you pass out. It's never going to make you die or anything like that. You're not having a stroke. You're not having a heart attack. You're perfectly fine. You've just got some bad sensations going on that can't really harm you at all. I'm sorry, but the food has kind of distracted me from the video now, and I think I'm going to have to leave it there. But yeah, there's not much more I can cover on this symptom apart from that. It's completely harmless like everything else. It's one of the worst feeling symptoms, but it's actually just as harmless as the others. It's never going to harm you, never going to make you pass out, and you can get over it. Yeah. Don't worry about it, guys. It's just another symptom. Peace out, much love. I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to enjoy my Carl's Jr. Bye guys.